Do not look ahead in this video. Do not jump ahead in this video. Don't even look in the comments section until I show you what I have to show you. This is a story about an average guy. He bet it all on Bitcoin back in the day. Couldn't even fathom how high the price would eventually get. Ended up getting filthy rich in 2017. But ultimately, he lost a piece of himself in the end. I'm going to show you a recently resurfaced video in just a second, but do not jump ahead. Do not look in the comments. I need you to see this in a very precise order. It's a cautionary tale for anybody who holds Bitcoin. And the moral of the story here, before we get too much into it, the moral of the story is do not underestimate just how high Bitcoin could go. It is the scarcest asset in the world. It has a fixed supply. So as demand increases, well, the price has nothing to do but go up. 9 years ago, nobody would have believed the price of a Bitcoin could ever be worth $100. 6 years ago, nobody would have believed the price of a Bitcoin could ever be worth $1,000. 3 years ago, nobody would have believed a Bitcoin could ever be worth $10,000. Imagine what people won't believe tomorrow. The point is this: 3 days ago in our video, as part of our daily coverage, I shared with you this tweet. A cautionary tale about a man who got caught up in the euphoria of a Bitcoin bull market and made a promise that perhaps he now regrets. If Bitcoin is over $10,000 at any point in 2017, I'll eat my actual left ball. You can quote me on this and remind yourself. Ugh, famous last words if I ever saw it. So up until now, I don't know about you, but most of us believed, well, this is probably just another empty promise by an early Bitcoiner who has now faded away into riches and obscurity. Well, certain things have come to light, because in this same video from the other day, I showed you this tweet and I half-heartedly asked you, if anybody has an update on this story, please let me know. I asked, and Shadowmaster45 delivered. I gave this a thumbs up. What you are about to watch is a video, an update, a fulfillment of a promise made to the community. Do not skip ahead. Do not look in the comments until this is over. Check this out. The original post was from a man named Caliber24P. This updated post is from the same account, Caliber24P, and he confesses. When I made this statement 2 years ago at that point, Bitcoin was much less mature and far lower in value. I had always believed that at some point we would hit 10K, but I didn't believe it would be before the end of 2017. Needless to say, I was wrong. I am invested in Bitcoin and I've been a supporter since 2012, so hitting 10K was a mixed bag. I will still be bag holding my coins going forward, but ultimately my testicle bag will have to part with half its stash. Without further ado, here is that video.
So, I really don't want to do this. I'm not showing my face for obvious reasons. I will show my mouth. When I said that I didn't think it would hit 10,000 by 2017, I mean, I was still a believer. I've actually bought more coins since then, so I mean, it's good, but you know, if you make promises, you gotta stick by them. I mean, I really don't want to do this, but I mean, I got everything I need here. Knives, gauze, bandages. Yeah, like I said, I don't want to do this, but I guess we'll start.
Never
I got bamboozled with that so hard yesterday. Thank you, Shadow Master 45. I watched this. I was like, holy hell, why hasn't more people seen this? But I guess I was just late on the joke. Hey, if I got you, let us know in the comments. But the overall point, the reason I did want to share this with you, as I mentioned, was that our tiny little lizard brains cannot comprehend the fact that Bitcoin might be a very much higher price someday. But it's really, all it has to do with is supply versus demand. And since the supply is fixed, if at all, well, first of all, if the supply stays the same, the fact that the supply flow is being cut off during the halving next year, that will probably cause the price to increase. But if the demand increases at all, that is definitely going to cause the price of Bitcoin to increase. I mean, we are still very, very early with all of this, my friends. Hey, that was the video for today. My name is Aaron. This is Altcoin Daily. If you want to be a part of daily videos like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're going to release one more of our interview series that we did at that Lolly meetup, so look forward to that. Maybe you've already seen all three at this point. And for those who want to stick around, I did want to show you a couple of things. First, taking a look at the current market. Really, I mean, for the past 2 months, we've just been seeing a whole lot of nothing besides Bitcoin kind of consolidating around $10,000. These altcoins not doing so well. I did want to show you this. So you know you can always follow us on our Twitter at altcoindailyio. But check this out. The results were exactly 50-50. So Adam Back of Blockstream, original Bitcoin developer, he tweeted this out a few days ago. He said, it was about Roger Ver. Anyone who bought into the big block forks that Roger Ver was urging is now broke now. What he's talking about is anybody who bought into Bcash based on Roger Ver's earning is now, their portfolio is greatly diminished versus Bitcoin. So unless they're posturing and they didn't have that skin in the game, Bcashers, you're either lying or you're broke. So which is it, Roger? Losing the @Bitcoin domain may be a hint, but what I found hilarious was 50% of the people said Roger was being truthful, he's broke, and 50% of the people were saying Roger isn't being truthful, he is lying. And maybe he's a little bit of both, you know? What else we got going on? A couple of updates. Let's go back to our profile real quick. I want to show you. I thought this was a pretty fun tweet from me the other day. Years from now, we will, and this goes on the theme of the video, years from now, we will look back at 2019 and realize what a unique time we were living in. We are all going to wish we bought more Bitcoin at this time. Why didn't I buy more Bitcoin at $10,000? If it was a snake, it would have bit me. I'm a big fan of Quentin Tarantino movies. Now, besides that, I did have, I wanted to address a question that a lot of people have been asking us, and I'll read this tweet from actually almost a week ago. Altcoins are dead, but Altcoin Daily will never die. Switched over to only buying Bitcoin over a year ago. So far, 2019 has been a great year to accumulate. I have big plans for 2020, the decade. So this should, I'm surprised that one person commented under this saying he was surprised I tweeted this. He actually said, I don't believe you that Altcoin Daily hasn't bought any altcoins. And my response to him was, have you been watching our videos for the past year? All I've been talking on is Bitcoin. When I made the video a month or two ago saying I sold my altcoins, some of them, the ones that were on Binance, wherever that video was, everybody commented underneath it, hey, Binance has nothing to do with it. Facebook's LibreCoin has nothing to do with it. We know you've been trending towards only Bitcoin for a while. So there's that, you know, and if you made different decisions than me, it's because we're two different people. But the other thing is some people accusing us, sounds like they might have sour grapes, that, oh, this guy's just going with wherever the wind blows. He'll be back on altcoins when altcoins, at the start, when they start rallying. First of all, that would be a smart thing to do if I got into altcoins right before they started rallying, because they're illiquid and they will pump harder. But really, I'm not going where the wind blows. You can check back on our videos from 8 months ago, and I started talking about, I think Bitcoin is the only undervalued one. I think it's Bitcoin. And many people are saying, what about all these other altcoins that are undervalued? And I said, well, I just don't think that's the case, but you can do what you want to do. So I think I led the opinion that Bitcoin is the one that's truly undervalued, and time has proven me right thus far. And if and when, I know there's going to be a time to invest in altcoins. For me, that time is not now. When that happens, I will be the first to be pointing out which altcoins I think will pump in the future and stuff like that. So I just wanted to clear that up and, just say use our channel as a starting off point, guys. You're not getting your buy and sell signals from me. Great video today. I will see you tomorrow, my friends.